Now comes, since you've been a jockey and you are currently, I think there's no beating Suraj Naredo at the moment, I would say. So any ride now that you can't say is in the family because you stopped riding well after him. So any ride that you think that it would have been nice if I could have ridden this horse?
Which Suraj has ridden?
To me, the best horse what Suraj has ridden and won was the Bucket Invitation Cup. That was the ride.
What do you want to ride?
Definitely I would like to ride a horse like Bucket.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for you, any of that that you've been thinking that if I had a chance to ride this horse?
Only for you then, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which horse of his I would have ridden, because I think obviously his best ride and the ride that we grew up watching was Amazing Bay, and how in a big 20 odd horse field he was lying last and he's kept getting in through the fence and he won that race. So it's very difficult for me to say that which horse I would have ridden of his and how I would have ridden it, because to sit in a 20 horse field, sit last and just have the guts to come from the inside, it takes a hell of a lot. So I'm not sure which horse of his I would have ridden. But yeah, having said that, I think one of his other horses, Forest Fantasy, that he won Invitation Cup, that was a pretty easy ride, although she was a hard puller in the race. I'd probably go with that one.
Fun question, but maybe you may have to. I think Rajesh will have the easiest time because I'll go to Rajesh the last. Rate the top 3 Naredo racing horses that you have had the good fortune of being associated with, in top to last. I mean, top 3 horses ever in your family.
I think top horse obviously would be Safe. The second horse would be Corsair because he won multiple derbies in the same year. And I've ridden him, so I knew that kind of potential he had, and I always felt that on his given day he could be the best. He was a late maturing big made horse, so I know he had a lot of potential. Coming to the third place is very difficult, but there are a lot of horses who have given joy at different times of the year, so it's very difficult to pick up. Yeah, probably Star Superior because I was associated with his racing career from his first start to his last start, and a lot of group winners, Indian Derby and stuff like that. So probably he would fit into the third spot, but there are many who would be in that same spot as well.
Well, sir, same question to you, and tell us your top 3. If it's the same, you can detour, and you can probably, if I was to be honest, if I'll just share my personal thing, there are some horses which I really have very fond memories of, and they never ran a classic. So you can even add some horses which were probably a nightmare to train or ride, and you can tell them that what a success story that was. Maybe give us that input.
Yeah, actually my 3 would be something like Amazing Bay was the best horse I have ridden, and winning an Indian Derby, coming from the last position. She had everything in her. Though early start she didn't show much. In Mysore she was not winning, and then suddenly she came to Bangalore, won the Oaks, then went to Bombay, won the Oaks hands down, then won the Derby. And Forest Fantasy obviously winning the Poonawalla Breeders Multi-Million, and then winning the Invitation Cup. These 2 horses were very good. Superstorm, who won the Indian Derby for me, yeah, obviously that was a very good horse. To win an Indian Derby is always special, and we went with a lot of confidence in that race. Though I had finished second in the Bangalore Derby, and there was hardly 8 days from 26th to 3rd of January something, and within 8 days we ran the horse there in Bombay, and he won that Indian Derby. So that is the third horse, I would say.
To me, Star Superior will always be a special horse, being first Indian Derby winner, and of course all the group races that he won. And he quite taught me a lot about training, I would say, because I realized that you don't really need to train these kind of horses, you just need to keep them going, and they do everything. And of course, I think Superstorm will be one horse that will always be special because he's won the Indian Derby in my colours, and I wasn't even training then. And I think after that, all these horses that are running now in these times, Long List, Synthesis, Star is Born, they're all very special horses, and of course they'll all hold a special place in my heart.